So I feel like this is a protection of this Five of Pentacles, which normally indicates to me someone who feels like they've been in battle with finances. See those five pentacles hanging over her head, and she's sitting out in the cold, and she has this look on her face like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but she's waiting. She's not doing anything. And if you take a look behind her, this is the standing stone area with the light shining on it. And the standing stone area back in the mystic days were when the council came together at this particular point, and they had meetings and arbitrations, and it's a place of enlightenment. So it feels like to me, Leo, that some of you all have been stewing quite a bit over your finances. Maybe things haven't worked out the way you thought in a partnership or business or your own employment, but you've been concerned about it. You've been concerned. I mean, we do get concerned about our finances. We do have to pay the bills. We do need investments and loans sometimes from people to keep our own business going, or if we're in partnership with someone else. But I feel like that you can come out of this stage. She's even dressed, you can see her skirt here has a patch on it. She's really feeling the lumps of, and I hate to say not poverty. I'm not saying that you guys, Leo, are in poverty, but she's taking on that. She's willingly taking that on, and she doesn't have to, because there's this beautiful standing stone area behind her that has enlightenment. So if any of you all briefly feel like you are trying to make ends meet and it's been challenging, it's been difficult, stay in that positive mode, because behind you is spiritual enlightenment of how you can turn your situation around and come out of this cold. This is really so perfect for this time of year, because in so many parts of the world it is cold, or maybe there is snow. Now the southern hemisphere, you won't see it that way. You all are back here. You're in the light. But all she has to do is turn around and see things differently. Yeah, we on this human plane do have financial struggles, or maybe more repair bills come up, or whether it be car or house, or just more bills for whatever reason, taxes. That could be one thing. There is like, wow, I owe more taxes than I thought. It could be a variety of things. I am getting corporate, oops, didn't mean to shake the camera. Corporate payments, corporate taxes for some of you that work in that arena or are having to deal with a corporation. So anyway, whatever the case is, you have the ability to turn around and see different options, different viewpoints, different ways of handling your financial situation. Because surrounding this card, I love this, are two major arcana cards, and they're both excellent. You have here, this is called the Battle Wagon in this particular deck. It's the same as the Chariot card in traditional tarot. So the Chariot card, look at this guy. I mean, he's on his chariot with these white horses. He's ready to come out of the dark and into the light and go on new ventures and new exciting adventures. So I feel like you guys, while you may have, this may be a leftover from February, the beginning of February, it may be. I feel like you're going to come out of this with new excitement, new vigor, new hope, new resolution to any problems that you may have. For a lot of you, I mean, this is not everybody, but this is very positive. And along with this card is the Sun card. So beside is the Chariot and below is the Sun. The Sun comes out after we've had situations like this, after there's been a storm, or after there's been I said this the other day in a reading when the Sun card came out, tidal wave. We just feel like we've been immersed in challenge. Eventually the sun does come out, the clouds break, and the sun does come, and everything starts looking more hopeful, optimistic. You're enjoying life. There's a lot of golden on the thatched roof. The wagon stands for, you've been working hard. So this is not without having put some time into, punching the clock a few times, so to speak. And not that you all do that, but I'm just saying that your hours that you've put into your work are showing up. There is sun, there is hope, there is optimism. You can start feeling good about where you're going. I love this card. It's very hopeful. It usually is a child in the traditional deck, a child on a white horse, and there's a sun behind them, beautiful sun. But the fact that these two cards are surrounding this one means that you don't have to stay here. You don't have to stay in this funk. F-U-N-K. Don't take it any other way. F-U-N-K. That there is hope and optimism. There's new joy and adventure. There's possibly new employment for some of you. There may be possibly a relocation, but a new inspiration. And this would be a perfect year for you all to grasp onto that and go with it. And then the third card is the Nine of Wands. And it's interesting that this comes up after the Chariot card. Yeah, you do have all the tools you need. You do really have everything you need. You're being a bit protective about things. You do have more security than you think, but you may not be seeing it. You may be thinking, well, I don't know. I still feel like my foundation's a little shaky, whether it be, your home or your house or your work. But, actually, if you look at this, again, we have the little home here with the thatched roof, and he has the purple flowers for psychic abilities. And then there's the fairy that's intuitively and angelically guiding him, psychically guiding him. So, maybe some of you all have been very cautious, protective, coveting your work, coveting your money, coveting your experiences. Maybe you feel like others are watching you and you're feeling protective of your own work, if it has to do with copyrights, or I'm getting music around some of this. So any of you all that are in the music industry, it may be around that. I do feel like that some of you, not to worry so much that you have everything you need. Basically, this card says you have what you need. It is a 9, so it's about completion. Let's see, and this is next to the Chariot card, or the battle wagon as they call it. So I'm feeling like, we have the white little fairy here by his side. We have the white horses. I feel like you have guidance and strength. To me, the horses mean strength. So listen to that internal guidance, the awareness that comes up when you're not thinking about it, is that inspired idea, that inspired intuition that comes up. And I don't feel like you have to be so protective, because you're doing a good job at your work. You know how to put in time. You know how to make your skills work for you. And that's what this 8 of Pentacles says, is that you have the experience. You're not a novice any longer. You're manifesting through your work. You may see a contract come up, and a contract of employment, or if you're in the contract business, or again, I keep going back. I'm hearing the word copyright. So any of you all that, again, are in the business where your service, whatever you do, needs to be copyrighted, I'm feeling that can be done, and that's not an issue. That's not a problem. A trademark, a new product that you're putting out, a license. Yeah, I really see you all working hard at this and getting it done. In fact, not working that hard, actually. You're putting your skills forward. It feels like working hard after this, because she's just sitting there like, I don't have anything to do. I'm not going anywhere because I'm feeling in this rut of no money, or battles of money, or having to battle with other people about money. Maybe it's been a legal situation. But Leo, you have everything around you you need to move on into financial bliss and prosperity. This is the 8. 8 encompasses, well, prosperity, power, inner power, manifestation. You can do it. You can make things happen. And the last card of the month is the 2 of Chalices. This is the 1 cup card you all have. And so this is usually 2 people, and it could be a romantic partnership, or it could be a business partnership, but like minds seeing the same. And again, I get that it could be a romantic partnership that you do business dealings with, that person, that you all maybe own a business together. Or it could be a relationship that forms out of all the effort that you put in to move forward, that you meet someone new, that you are really enamored by. And of course, this is the second half of February, so it might be, around the Valentine's Day period that you met someone, or that you click glasses with someone that you love. But it could be that you're really feeling good about where the 2 of you are on a romantic sense. It could be where the 2 of you are on a business sense. But there is a cause for celebration. And this card also reminds me of the fall. Of course, it has the colors of the leaves of fall. So this may go on into like September, October time frame for you. This particular relationship, this again could be a business relationship that comes about. This also reminds me of second chakra with all the orange. This is carnelian. So, using your intuition. You don't have to worry about the money. You know how to make money. I like the way these cards cat corner each other. You can make money, so again, you don't have to worry about it. See how this card is sort of like the foundation, saying, you're okay. You have the skills and opportunity to be successful. You don't have to hide your head and not face the light. And in the end, there is a great relationship there for you. Let's pull some clarifying cards. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles. Well, this is happy home, happy family, feeling good about your body, feeling good about your money. So I feel like that's where a lot of you all want to be. That's a great place to be. See how all the pentacles are up in the arches, and she has her bird, and she's dressed nicely, and the castle is in the background. It's not really a fantasy, because your home can be your castle no matter what it looks like. And I say that in a way, okay, so maybe your home needs repair. And I said that earlier in the reading about maybe your home needs repair. But remember, at least, you have that, and you have that to cover you in the winter or in the summertime. So to be grateful. The Ace of Cups comes up. So this is new love, being happy and excited about something you love, a person, some news that comes about that makes your heart sing. I love these emeralds on this cup. The water's overflowing, the clouds are out, the water's splashing. So it's a very emotionally happy card. It could be a romantic love. It could be connected to this person. This, of course, is not the Lover's card, but someone you see very much eye to eye. And my dog agrees with you. Yeah, someone that you see eye to eye, and that you see, again, you have like minds. You see things the same. Wow, and then the Sun card comes up out of this deck. Remember how I was talking earlier about what the Sun card normally looks like? Thank you, Jersey. This is the Sun card in this deck. And I talked about coming up after long days' work, long years' work, long life's work. There's hope and optimism. This is what the traditional card looks like. See the baby on the horse? So you guys, this has come up twice, this major arcana card. The universe is wanting you to take note of hope and optimism and joy that you have, and to look back inside of yourself and regain that hope. Acknowledge the skills and the gifts and the person that you are so that you can regain your love of life. These are three very optimistic cards. I can't tell you. I mean, you know this. The Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Sun. Very bright, cheery, happy. All right. So look inside yourself and see where there are the great things in your life. Maybe you are in a great relationship and it's just been a lot of work lately, or both of you been working a lot and you haven't gotten to see each other. There's a myriad of things that could be going on. But remember to stay the stay. And if it's a good relationship, it will last throughout the time with a little bit of work. I've been in one for a long time, so I know it does. It takes compromise and being playful and fun too. That's a big part of it. All right, I'm going to add up these cards, and there's 5, 7 is 12, and 9 is 21. 21 and 19 is 48, 49, 50. I'm going to do this both ways just to make sure. 2 and 8 is 10, 29, 38, 45, 50. Yep. Okay. Well, 5 and 0 is 5, of course. And this one's come up. 5 has come up several times for the readings. I've done, maybe half of them. I think you guys are number 7. But the deduction has been 5 several times. So it's a universal message to me that talks about feeling unrestricted, feeling your own freedom, being playful, travel, adventure. And I say travel, sometimes you can travel in and around your own county, your own city, your own area, and find new adventures. Sometimes you think, we've lived here for so long, or I've lived here for so long, and there's nothing left to do. Well, there is. You would be surprised. A quaint little park that you've never been to might be just around the corner, around a couple corners, but at least be adventurous about it. The 5 in the major arcana cards is the Hierophant card. And this has to do with scholarly pursuit of spiritualism or religious teachings or rites or ceremonies. It kind of reminds me of this. I was talking about the council earlier. So you may want to pay attention to, not to persuade you in any form or fashion. I feel like people, of course, should make their own decision, but pay attention to your own spirituality and what your higher self wants. You can be in pursuit of that.